Hey buddy, you want to go on the video? I guess he doesn't want to go on the video. Hey everybody, thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I haven't been on a little bit, but I've been really busy getting some stuff done, but thank you guys so much. I'm actually in one of my dens. You can see right up top, I got some Batmans going on. It's a perfect place to actually talk about this new video. So if you saw at the top, I'm actually doing a digital piece, digital coloring for one of the drawings that I actually received from comic covers through like the commissions that I've gotten in the past. This one is from Marcus Toe. He's on, he did a lot of stuff with DC and a lot of stuff on Robin, so it makes sense that I'm getting a Robin piece done. So I'm following a tutorial done by Mohammed Agbadi. He has a great channel on YouTube. You can go check it out. He has a lot of great tutorials on how to up your game, do digital artwork. I've been following him for a while, so I was able to use his lessons onto another piece that I want to do. So yeah, so please go check it out, give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll have the tags for Marcus and for Mohammed to go check out their stuff. And please let me know and like and tell me what you think about the piece.
Alright, so we are checking out this drawing that I got from Marcus Toe. I don't even remember when I got this thing. This was at a free comic book day well over a decade ago. It was when he was drawing Red Robin for DC Comics, so I was able to get a sketch done by him of Tim Drake Robin. I think it was one of his favorites as we were discussing. So right now you can tell that I am now just selecting the entire page and the entire piece so that I can go in and fill it with the gray so that I have something I can select. So I'm going into another layer, I'm attaching it to the layer below it, as you can see there right on the right side. So now I'm just going in and I'm selecting all the colors, all the different colors that are available for this piece. So right now I'm starting with yellow, and that's the majority of the part with his cape and his emblem and his belt. Go in now, yeah, blue. It's not like the greatest colors. I'm starting just with whatever I can find, and then I'll readjust later. I'm going a little bit darker because I'm just going from dark to light. And as you can see, I'm also choosing those things on his chest, but I'm making sure I'm choosing, for the majority of the time, the largest pieces going down to the smallest. So that if there's anything that's on the inside, so like you can see, I should have been able to do the emblem after I did the shirt, but now I'm going to choose to do his little buckles on his chest after I do the red, just so that there's going to be no gaps when I go to when I fill up all the colors with the flats. So that looks all good to go. I think I made a mistake on his trunks. So yeah, so now I put a layer over top, a multiply of a blue. That's going to be what the scenery color is going to be. So I'm choosing that as going to be a nighttime scene. So right now I'm actually just putting in a separate layer, still all attached to the main one of just gray, and I'm putting in the main halo light, the one light that's coming from the side and from behind is going to be what I'm going to be choosing. It's kind of like the moonlight. So I have one layer that's just a pure blue, then I'm putting another layer over top, but I'm using an airbrush on soft in order to give it just a quick little brush over top of it, just to kind of make it look a little bit more natural, a little more soft, instead of just a big harsh white light coming in. And it's not a pure white, it's just a lighter blue. I'm just going in just to give it a little bit of a touch up. So right now I'm actually going over again, and I'm putting the highlights in a lighter, even lighter blue, just a little bit above the blue I just worked on. I didn't realize how fast this thing was going to go, so I might be talking throughout this whole thing, so bear with me. Alright, so right now I'm actually I'm doing the highlights on Robin's face. So what I do, I just color pick the image where underneath the blue and this regular skin tone, and I just bump it up just a little bit. As you see, it's a little bit too harsh, so I actually go in, I just blend it all out just to soften his face just this little bit, because he is, at this point, he is a teenager, so he doesn't have those harsh lines like an adult would, and try to keep his youthfulness looking the way it should. So right now I'm doing the exact same thing on the same layer, It's just now I'm just doing a little bit of highlights on the green just to make those pop. And then yeah, just taking the color picker, just choosing a color that's just a little bit brighter but not by much, and just going through. These are all normal layers. I haven't gone and done anything with multiply or with color dodge. The only one I did do was with that blue layer. That's a couple layers below. So right now, yeah, like I said, I'm just just working on highlights on each of the pieces. And yeah, a little bit of background on this one. So I said at the top, this is by Mohammed Agbadi. Sorry, I had a little bit of tongue-tied. He has a great channel on his on his channel. He has a whole bunch of videos where he does just these kinds of things, these quick tutorials. It's all on Photoshop, but I was able to, but a lot of the stuff on Clip Studio, you can translate it if you know what you're looking for and what you got to do, and it actually worked really, really well, so I'm glad I was able to discover stuff. So if you're a budding artist and trying to up your digital game, I'd say do it. Go watch his stuff. He simplifies it really, really well for you, and it works like a charm. So now we're just getting back into the drawing itself. If you haven't checked out Marcus, he has done such great stuff. He's a good Canadian kid. I met him at Free Comic Book Day at Kamikaze in Calgary I think at least a decade ago. And whenever I do shows, whenever he's there, I always go in and say hi. He knows a lot of people. He has family here in Calgary, and he knows the community well enough. So he's a good one. So if you haven't checked his stuff out, please go check it out. I think he's still doing Excalibur for Marvel right now. So I mean, yeah, he's doing some really, really good stuff. I'm glad that he's showcasing a lot of what he can do, and he's being very successful. So this is the part that I really, really enjoyed, was actually doing the highlights on his chest, because the way Marcus do it was very simple. There was no musculature on his chest. It was just very, very plain. You just see the parts on the sides, his obliques, and part of his chest. So it was my job as the colorist, per se, to go in and put in musculature and to show that there is some definition there. So I feel pretty confident with what's going on with the highlights. So I'm now going to go starting off onto some of the shade. And that's just to make it a little bit darker, just to give it some more depth into the figure, because it looks a little bit flat. This is on another layer, but I chose to do kind of like a muted, desaturated blue and gray. And I put this on a multiply at the top of the layer, and I'm just selecting the spots where I think it needs a little bit of, not so much highlights, but more definition, just to show that there is light, that there is a 3D effect going on there, and just to give it, just to give it some depth, just to make it pop. So right there, and just putting it right on the sides and those obliques. So when I zoom out, you'll definitely see the character pop. And I know sometimes I'm really guilty of it. Like when you get to a certain stage and you're seeing the process, you're thinking, oh wow, this actually looks good the way it is. I don't know why so-and-so is touching it more. And that is just the process of being an artist, being able to see things in a certain light, in a certain way, and knowing that you're not done, and having the confidence to be able to push it a little bit further. So you see, like right now, oh yeah, it looks pretty decent. It's actually a really good piece, like good on me. You know, this is my first time tackling it, but I know I am not done. So I think I just took a quick pause, and there we go. So I'm just doing a little bit more shading in and around the belt. I'll play around with some of the levels a little bit later on. I'm not too sure if I recorded that stuff, but it's just to make it look like it's popping. That it's gonna look good. What I didn't mention was all that the highlights, especially from the moonlight layer, that's going to be on the very, very, very top. So that none of the shading and none of the highlights are going to affect that. That light is going to stay the exact same. So it looks like I guess I must not play around with it very much when it came to the shade. So right now, so I'm going to put in another little highlight, but this time it's actually just going to be a little bit blue. I put it on a soft light layer, just so that it's not going to be too harsh. It's just going to be nice and subtle, and just to give it, again, some more definition and to have it interact and react to the environment that I'm trying to create for the piece. I don't remember when this happened, but I also took the entire piece and I actually zoomed it in so it actually filled the entire canvas. If you notice early on in the video, it was actually cropped a little bit, and I just cut off a little bit of the cape on the one side. So right here, I'm putting another one on top layer. This is going to be on a screen layer. I'm putting a halo effect over top of where the light is bouncing off of Robin, just to give it a little bit of a glow. And here's what I was talking about when I was playing around with the color balance. So you can see it's a little bit more of a purplish, but the shades pop a little bit, the light pop grows a little bit more, and now this is where the light source is coming in. It's going on to an overlay just so that it's not going to react too much with the main figure, and I dropped it down to at least a 50% opacity. And now I'm just playing around with the background just to give it some more definition and a little bit more character. And there is my signature, and right now this is the final piece. Oh my god, I don't think I've had to talk that quick for that long on a video. And yeah, so this is it. This is how I did it. I want to say thank you for Mohammed for his channel. I've watched it religiously, trying to get tips and tricks. This isn't the last time I'm going to do this. I have, like I said at the top, I have a lot more commissions I've gotten in the past that I want to put some color on it just to help me get better and to be able to see what I can do. But yeah, please go check out Mohammed's channel. Go check out Marcus's live streams on his Facebook or Twitter. And please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and these videos. This is what I want to do, and this will be a nice little feature for the next little bit. All right, thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time.